What's up, guys? It's your girl Serpentine10, and today we're going to talk about the interesting story that's going to be following Lidia for the new DLC when she drops. So we all know that they had showed in the upcoming patch that's going to be happening for Lidia's return that there's going to be a new story mode arc, and Lidia seems to be a huge part of that, and that comes from a interview with Harada talking about that he had big plans for her and that how he even came up with Lidia as a character. So we're going to be looking at Lidia's character today, and I'm going to talk about a little bit more about what Harada was saying when they were thinking about creating Lidia and how this ties into her story. Here is Lidia in all her great warrior prime minister greatness. So here we find out more about Lidia's upcoming story, and it's a lot that's being revealed about Lidia through this. So Harada had an interview not too long ago talking about Lidia and why she's back on the roster, and one of the reasons why they picked a female prime minister is because they always wanted somebody that had like political prowess or status in the Tekken game. They always wanted like a head figure. So they chose someone from Poland because Poland has a rich history of having women as leaders. So, it was only right to have Lidia as our prime minister, fighting for Tekken. And this whole story kind of comes by with talking about how she got the cut on her eye, why she's even in the tournament, and a whole bunch of other things. So if you guys didn't know, the reason why Lidia has the cut on her eye is because when she was young, her grandfather was attacked and shrapnel hit her in the face, and that's how she got the scar. She started to learn herself karate and to protect herself. So this is how we come up with the fighting style for Lidia. And it seemed like she's always had a lot of beef with the Mishima Zaibatsu just from that day, with her family being attacked. So she has been trying to go against Heihachi and his forces for a very long time. So this seems like something that has been going on for quite a while. Also, when we scroll down, we also find out that she made alliances with Yoshimitsu and Eddie. So that is also interesting because we do know that Eddie does show up in the upcoming intro for the new story mode. So that'll also be very interesting to see how all three of them interact in the story mode. Now, like I said, she formed an alliance with Eddie and Yoshimitsu, and we already know that Eddie has a lot of back history with Kazuya, so it'd be nice for Eddie to get back on track to what he was doing, because I feel like he kind of just got lost in the sauce a little bit, and you don't really see him anymore when it kind of comes to him interacting with Kazuya. I feel like when DLC characters kind of come along, they don't really get story arcs anymore, so it's good to know that him and Lidia will be talked about, even though they are DLC. It's really good to see. But with this whole thing going on with Lidia and actually forming a long line of a military army to fight against the Mishima Zaibatsu is really interesting. So we're going to see how that all plays out, and Harada definitely is excited about this arc with Lidia. It seems like he's been wanting to make her a very important character for a long time in his interview, so we're actually going to be able to see that when this DLC comes out. So I am very, very excited to see where this all leads. The story mode will be coming out along with Lidia, and we'll be able to see what Harada has been planning all this time with this character. She could be a very huge central figure, and I never thought that would happen, but it seems like the right thing to do. She is a political figure, and it just seems kind of odd a little bit for her to be in a fighting game tournament, and she's just fighting when she is running a country, but somebody has to do it, it seems, and it seems like she just stepped up to the plate. So we'll have to see how that all goes and what her story mode entails. But you guys let me know what you think about what Harada has said about Lidia and her character arc and the story that's going to be coming up with the newest DLC. But you guys also know what you have to do. Make sure you guys are following me on my Twitter. Make sure you guys check me out here every week on YouTube. Until next time, guys, peace.